What is up, everybody, and welcome back to 23rd Garage. Today we are back on the Ram 1500. We actually want to get the bed sprayed in today and get all the front end parts trimmed out. So I'm going to go ahead and use our BMW cart here to pull it into the booth.
Got it strapped down real nicely, that way it don't come off.
We don't want it falling off.
Yes, sir.
Paul, what do you think about the cart?
It's a good cart, but that right there is a death trap.
Oh, this?
Many times that I've almost tripped over it while in the paint.
Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I need to make this removable. You know? Look at this engineering, just straight up fabrication.
It's like German engineer. It's over engineered.
Yeah, we have a wheel bearing hub from Honda Odyssey here, and yeah. Oh, did you show him that the cart is motorized as well?
It's also what?
It's motorized. It is. It is motorized, and it works. The only thing about it is we haven't wired it all up yet, so it's all on the way. I'm going to add another one on this side, and probably two more in the back, so it's 4-wheel drive. You know, just to flex on y'all a little bit. That had to be done because honestly, I've tripped over that handle a few times. One time it was even sitting up like this, and I hit it with my shin, and I felt like a Ford owner. Dong. We got everything into the booth, and Paul is actually looking up the code for the two-tone color. Right here, as you guys can see, it is a two-tone. It is a Lorraine, so you know it has the two-tone, and it didn't have the paint code on the truck for that, so he's looking that up. And he said that scanning it on silver is like a hit and miss, 50-50 chance. So once he gets that looked up, he'll start spraying it. Another thing I wanted to say is we are not going to spray the inside of the bed. It does have a plastic bed liner that goes in here, and the only thing that's visible is these hooks. And the customer wanted to save a little bit of money and not spray this because he said that he is going to be pulling out the plastic liner and getting it all rhino lined in here, which is actually a really good idea because the rhino liner looks a lot better, and his original bed had the rhino liner. So helps us out a lot. Paul will be able to walk around here and spray those, and you know, spray the edges or whatever. It's a lot of work cut off of the bed for us. And another thing I wanted to say is we said that we were going to do a Jeep video, we're going to do the lift kit, but we don't have the front bumper yet, and we didn't want to do all that work and get everything put together and just have an incomplete front end. So we have to wait on the bumper, so unfortunately the Jeep video is going to have to wait, but we have other stuff to do, so we just got to get to it and get it done. All right, so we got the first layer of base. Well, Paul got the first layer of base down, and well, I'll let him explain what's going on.
Well, this color is actually a pore hider, and a lot of oranges and reds are considered pore hiders. So you have to lay down an under base, usually a white, which I did on the bed. I didn't do that on the hood, but I did it on the bed. But even laying down a good, nice, thick layer of the orange base coat, it's still having a problem covering. I'm probably gonna have to put 2 more coats on it, which is far more paint than I was expecting.
Yeah, so you're gonna go get some more paint, right?
Well, I've got enough to do 1 more coat, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be enough.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna do 1 more coat, let it set, and we'll evaluate from there.
Yeah, it's very poor hider. I can see that. Like you can just see you're laying it in pretty thick. I see it's really heavy in some areas.
Yeah.
And it's just not covering. Look at this. That's crazy. That's 1 coat right there, right?
Yeah.
Over white, yeah.
Over white. It should have been.
But in all fairness, like this color, when you really look at it, it's got like metallic, like it's a really weird.
It's really heavy on metallics.
It's a really deep metallic. It's more metallic than anything. So maybe that's what's going on. Maybe you just have to keep laying it down. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe some professional painters out there can give us some tips and tricks on situations such as these. So you're gonna let this set up and do another base.
I'm gonna do 1 more coat, and then we'll see from there if it's enough. Then it's enough. If not, we're gonna have to go get. We have to get more paint anyways for the front clip. So.
All right. Well, while Paul takes care of that, we actually have a little situation in the shop that we need to take care of as well. So I think you guys will be interested in what we have to do. So let's go over there and see what we got going on. This is a 528 that belongs to a friend of Nate's. So somebody was changing his oil at some point, and when they went to tighten this down, they just yoinked it. And you can see how flared out these edges are. That means they got it so tight that they were not trying to take that back off, you know? And it stripped out this center. And as you guys know, or maybe you guys don't know, but BMW, some of them have plastic oil drain plugs.
Worst idea ever.
I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah.
But actually, they had the mechanic in mind, you know?
Yeah,
the person who's gonna be charging you
So
for
what
redoing
kind
it.
of ideas do you have on fixing this right
Okay, so the first idea is to get a socket the size of this circle right here and cut out notches and use these little spaces here to twist it off. But the other idea I had was to get a star bit that was a little bit bigger than this, and then heating it up and sticking it in there and melting new grooves in there, and then letting it set up.
I'd be
I wonder if I have a bigger one,
This should be interesting.
to say the least.
Is it snug?
Yep.
Oh. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely need to get a.
You can reuse it. Now it's a Torx instead of a hex.
Yeah, I don't think we can do that.
Hey, that's a pretty simple way to do it. Not gonna lie. That's easier than manufacturing a socket and all that.
Yeah, that's
You
a
just
good idea.
light up your little torch, get you a, what was this, a T60. Probably don't want to use your dad's good T60. We just have a lot of loose sockets like these laying around, so we can use them for this kind of stuff. Paul got the rest, or he got more paint, and he is about to throw, what do you think, maybe 2 more coats?
No, I think 1 more should do it.
1 more coat should do
1
it?
more should do it.
It's crazy. This is what? This is 2 coats?
Yeah, it's 2.
2 coats, and you can really see the white still bleeding through. I don't know. It's wild. What you doing, Mr. Paul? The man's working.
trying to get this bottom half the right color.
Now, is there some sort of special tape that you use for this setup?
No, you can use this regular 1/2 inch, but we got some curves here, and so this thinner tape. Let me find it.
Oh, okay.
It's easier to go around corners and line stuff off, and then you can go back over with them.
And that's just regular 3M?
I don't know if this 3M. This roll has lasted so long, I don't even know.
What happens if you take the tape off and the paint comes with it? Besides you getting mad.
Back to square one.
Dang. Let's hope that that does not happen here.
It's not.
I see you've already lined it off here. Very nice, sir. Very nice. So this base is all done?
Yeah.
Very nice. Look at that hood looking very nice. Fenders are looking very nice, all trimmed out, ready to install. And we actually kind of goofed. We forgot the hood hinges. We forgot to spray them. So we are going to have to take these parts out and just store them somewhere carefully until we can get those hinges painted. I don't know if we'll be able to do that today. We really want to get this bed done today. So may just have to wait until Monday on that. But look at this thing, it's looking good. I can't wait to see this thing clear coated. I'm excited, bro. What you got there, Paul?
Some glass cleaner.
Why do you guys use glass cleaner?
Well, there's this other stuff that's final clean with the same exact ingredients, but 10 times the price.
Really?
So just like the butcher paper, we found a discount version.
That's genius, bro. And you learned that at the paint class, right?
I did actually learn that. When the paint instructor, instead of calling it by its actual name, I don't remember what the name of it was, what their brand was called, but he was like, bring the glass cleaner, and then he like caught himself.
Exposed.
Because some of the other guys at the class said, that's just glass cleaner. And he was like, no, it's different stuff, blah, blah, blah.
I promise it's not glass cleaner.
It's like $100 a gallon.
Dang.
What it's really mainly doing, what wax and grease remover doesn't do, is it lifts stuff up out of the actual sanding scratches.
Oh.
That's the main difference. Because he, like, one of the tests he did was he would tape off a panel, clean one side with wax and grease remover, clean the other side with both. And you see a completely different.
And wax and grease remover leaves a lot of stuff behind. Like if you don't go over it with a dry rag
it's
after.
for wax and grease. It's not for dirt, trash, or anything else that may be in there. So.
Wow, I did not think of that.
All right, so we're ready to spray the lower half, just the silver. There's not a lot to do, but we got the orange base coat cured and set so we could tape to it, and now we're gonna paint the lower half.
Yes, sir. Let's get to it. So we are ready for clear coat. Check this out. That man right there, Paul, he knows what he's doing. I have to say, he knows what he's doing. Look at this. Beautiful. And one thing that he did tell me, right here, before it was painted like that. I don't know why, but we looked on the other bed and it was painted like this. So we went ahead and painted it like that because it makes more sense that way. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't, maybe it does. Just that's how we did it. Everything's looking good though. He went to get the clear coat. We're about to get this thing slicked in, and Monday we'll get the rest of the truck painted, get this thing put together, get it back on the road. I'm sure the owner's gonna be super happy. It's actually a very important step right here. If you don't do this right here, you're gonna get a very crappy paint job. These tack rags are actually like a really high grit of sandpaper, if you think about it.
Is that what they are?
Yeah, it's like a 10,000 grit. Man, look at that paint job. That it's absolutely perfect. Like, I don't ever say that. You guys know I hate saying the word perfect, but Paul just absolutely killed it on this one. I am so happy. Like, I can't even contain myself. I could hug the man, but we're not like that. Man, I don't know. It's perfect. There's nothing else to say. So, Monday, I'm thinking Monday we'll paint the rest of it.
Yeah.
Right? You gonna do the same thing?
I was actually thinking, since we didn't paint the hinges, and that truck is tall, and I'm a short man,
Okay.
we set up the hood on the back.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That
Just
works.
yeah, because even when I was painting the bottom side, I dropped the stand because I couldn't reach to the center.
Yeah.
So it'd be perfect. So then we can do the hinges and everything at one time. And not
Hey,
worry
why
about
don't you borrow some of those
stilts?
from my boy Carlos?
I only need like 6 inches. They don't make them that small.
My boy Carlos can hook you up. All right, so we are going to let this fan run real quick for a little bit more, and then we are going to run over there and do a little M3 update. A lot of you guys have been asking about it, so let's go over there. All right, so we are in the Motorhead graveyard. This update is going to be very quick. So today I actually received the final part of the puzzle for the headlights. So the headlights are ready to be installed. The problem is we still have the small issue of the paint. The paint, we actually found out exactly what happened. So when I went to buy the clear coat, I did not necessarily talk to the guy that I usually talk to. And the woman that was there did not necessarily know that I had picked up a gallon of clear and a quart of clear. And so when I went to the counter and put them on the counter, she just rung it up as, you know, as a setup. She didn't even notice that I was buying clear and clear. And I didn't notice either. I'm not a painter. Anytime I've walked in there, the guys would just, I'd be like, hey, I need a setup of clear. They'd grab it, they'd put it on there. I didn't read the label. I brought it over here when Mark was mixing it. He didn't read the label either. So basically mixed clear coat and clear coat with no hardener at all. And yeah, so that's where we are to this day. It did actually gloss up a little bit. You see how shiny it is now? Remember, it was dull before. And the way that happened, it was outside and it started raining, and right after it rained, it became shiny again, which is crazy. I don't know how or why, but yeah, so my idea is to wait it out as long as possible because the clear coat will eventually dry. It's not gonna be a really good situation to
It's not
be
gonna
in.
get hard though.
Huh?
It won't get hard though.
It won't get hard, but I'll be able to sand it.
Yeah.
I'll be able to sand it off. That's the thing. The reason why I say that is because, check this out. It actually, it sands. Look, and it just,
It doesn't gum up the paper at all, yeah?
I mean, it probably will.
But not any more than normal.
That's not, hold on, let's see right here on this clean sheet. The thing is look, that's good sanding right there. When it's just coming off like that as powder, that's a really good sign. That means that it actually is drying. It's gumming it up a little bit, but that's a small price to pay. That's dry sanding. Anything you dry sand is gonna gum up. So I'm thinking that if I just give it a couple more, maybe weeks, I don't even think I need to give it a couple weeks, do I?
I think it's already ready.
Yeah, I think we might be ready to do something with it. So, you know, we have the Jeep, the Ram, the Prius. Oh, they ain't even seen the Prius. I don't even know why I mentioned it. It's pretty sweet though. And then what else do we have left? I think that's it.
That's it. Just those two
Yeah,
cars.
okay, so here's my plan. Probably not to take on any more work. I still actually have that thing in here. Don't even look at it. Do not look at it. Stop looking at it. Do not look at it. I'll get it done, I promise. It's just, you guys see I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm doing a lot of work here. You know, it's pretty hard. Once we get all this stuff done, the Ram's got to be done first anyways. Obviously, we're waiting on the bumper for the Jeep, and we don't want to do all the rough country stuff till that comes in, so that's kind of on we actually got the tires today. We got to go get them from the tire shop. But once we get these 3 builds wrapped up, we are going to jump on the M3. Another thing that I've been getting a lot of questions, especially on Instagram, and I've noticed I've been reading through a lot of comments. A lot of people are asking about our airplane and why we have an airplane sitting out in the lot. It's a funny story, but if you really want to see what happened with the airplane, go on the Motorhead YouTube channel. My old channel that I was a part of before, originally, motorhead.co on YouTube. You guys know, a lot of you guys are subscribers there as well. So if you are new here and you don't know about the airplane, you can actually go down there and I think the video is titled, "We Bought the Cheapest Plane on the Internet," right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, me and Nate, man, Nate, Vlad, and Mark, we drove 1,600 miles round trip, and we went down there, took the wings off at the airport, and hauled that thing back. So go check it out. It's a pretty cool video, and it will kind of explain to you guys why we have a half taken apart airplane in the yard, and also give us some ideas on what we should do with it, because we're definitely not going to put it back in the air. It might end up being a simulator or a lawn ornament or a treehouse or just something stupid, you know, but it's there, and it was really cheap, and it was an experience, and it was also it's a very good informational video if you want to know what not to do with your time and money.
Yeah.
But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out, motivates us to do more for you. And also check us out on Instagram at 23rd_garage. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.